So if you've been shot behind cover, traded when you clearly fired first, or watched hits vanish into thin air in Arc Raiders, you're not imagining it. Today we'll break down what desync is, why it happens, quick fixes you can try right now, and the exact moves Embark should make to stamp it out. If this helps, drop a like, and sub for more deep dives. Plus, we go live on Twitch most nights, so feel free to come hang out. So what desync actually means? Desync is when your screen and the server's truth don't perfectly line up. The server is authoritative, so if your client and the server disagree, even by a few hundred milliseconds, you can be fully behind a rock on your screen, but still peaked on the server's last update. That's what you see behind cover deaths, ghost trades, and rubber banding. Community posts and discussion threads have been full of these exact symptoms since launch week. So why is it happening? Server load at and after launch, Arc Raiders surged to massive player counts and the back end buckled, queues, matchmaking and instability. Embark even compensated players with 500 Raider tokens for the server wobble on the 2nd to the 3rd of November, which tells you how hot the servers were running. High load magnifies all timing issues. And then the netcode and synchronization, not just tick rate. Independent testing suggests active raids appear to run at a high update rate, yet players still see desync, pointing to synchronization, lag compensation problems and packet timing under load, rather than only a low tick rate. Community tests vary widely because methodology differs. So treat raw hurts claim to a caution. Your path to the server, even with OK ping, jitter or bufferbloat, can produce late packets and stale positions. The classic I died behind cover moments. So what's the quick fixes you can do right now? So try these in order. Several come straight from player reports during launch week. Force your server region instead of auto. Pick the closest physical region. Multiple players report big improvements after switching off auto selection. Use wired Ethernet. If you must use Wi-Fi, stick to 5 GHz and get line of sight to your router. Kill background bandwidth hogs, so cloud syncs, downloads and streams, and enable QoS/gaming mode on your router if available. Cap your FPS slightly below your average, so for example go 5 to 10% lower, to reduce frame pacing spikes that can worsen perceived hit reg. Try the DX11 launch flag if you experience frequent disconnects or instability, so in Steam, Arc Raiders, Properties, Launch Options, add the negative D3D11. It's anecdotal but helped some players with repeated drops. Test different data centers at off-peak hours. If your prime time raids are rough, try a quieter window. Server load matters. And monitor your ping in game and avoid cross-continent squads. Mixed region parties often route to a suboptimal server for someone. So what do Embark need to do? So here's the punch list that would meaningfully reduce desync. Publish a netcode update and roadmap. Be explicit about server tick/update cadence, lag compensation, rewind windows, and server reconciliation. The community needs clarity, especially since third-party tests indicate the problem isn't just purely tick rate. Tighten lag compensation and hit validation. Shrink over generous rewinds that allow shots to land after a player has fully dipped behind cover. Increase authoritative checks on close range hits to cut down on point-blank no-reg. Now it's about auto-scaling and overflow capacity and better matchmaking pacing, so servers don't run hot and fall behind on simulation and replication. And then expose better network options and telemetry in game, so clear region lock and max ping preferences for matchmaking. A network graph overlay, so ping, jitter, packet loss, sub-update delay, so players can diagnose their side versus the servers. And targeted server patches. Even the first hotfix didn't call out a desync solution. A focused netcode patch with before and after notes would rebuild trust. So let's quickly take a reality check. Desync isn't unique to Arc Raiders. Every online shooter wrestles with physics of the internet, but extraction PvEvP magnifies the pain because one death can erase your run. That's why this needs fast iteration and clear comms. Recent coverage and Embark's own compensation show they're watching and responding, which is a good sign. Now we need the netcode specific updates. If you fell victim to desync, let me know down in the comments below. What region were you on? do you know roughly what your ping was and what time of day was it? I'm compiling a community sample to send to Embark. Smash like if this helped, subscribe for deeper breakdowns, and join the Twitch streams. We test this stuff live and I'll share the best settings on the spot. So this has been XB, thank you so much for watching, catch you topside, take it easy.